Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Got an ICP update for you guys today. ICP is changing the game again, so I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and let's jump into it. Alright, today we're going to be talking about Internet Computer. You guys know I'm bullish on ICP. It's one of the larger holdings in my portfolio. Yes, I'm also bullish on Solana for various reasons as well. And I know the two communities kind of hate each other, but I'm here to make money. I don't care which coin I'm in. I'm in the coin that I want to make money with. So let's jump into it here. All right, so ICP is currently under $8. I think this is a fantastic buying zone for ICP. We could possibly keep coming down over the next few months with the crypto summer and get an even better price on this, but at its current price, I think it's an absolute steal. Yes, I picked up a bunch of ICP at $4, but under $8, I think it's an absolute bargain. It's already been up to like $20 recently, so it's down more than 50% from that, and I think right now is a good time to start dollar cost averaging into ICP if you haven't had any in your portfolio or if you want to add some more. I've been focusing, because I picked up a bunch of this all at once when I had a big chunk. I've been focusing kind of on the micro caps and picking up a bunch of those like gaming coins and AI and stuff to build up that portion of my portfolio. And I still have a good amount of these bigger caps like ICP in my portfolio that I think are going to do well long term and probably really well in this bull run, because you guys know ICP, and this relates to this video as well. When we talk about this new technology, as you guys know, ICP basically has artificial intelligence is truly on chain, like no other project is really doing. Everything they do is on chain. They've got some great technologies that they're coming out with, and I know they haven't had a lot of adoption yet, but I think eventually that will come with what they're doing. It's just going to take some time, because crypto kind of goes in hype narratives. People jump into coins. Doesn't mean it's necessarily the best technology. We know that ICP's technology is pretty much superior to a lot of things Solana is doing, but Solana has the hype right now, and it has the adoption. It's got millions and millions of NFTs being minted on it. It has lots of coins that are launching on it, gaming coins, AI coins, meme coins, all kinds of stuff launching on Solana right now that they're not launching on other projects. Part of that, I think, to do with is their marketing, and they have a good app. The Phantom Wallet works pretty well, and there's a lot of people that use it. It's very user friendly, and you can also do other cryptos in that wallet as well. I don't think ICP really has something like that I'm aware of. It'd be nice if they did. That's part of the reason why their ecosystem is lacking. I think they need to come out with their own wallet with even compatible with Solana and some of the other networks out there, that EVM compatible and stuff like that, because I think it would be beneficial to ICP to do that. I think personally ICP is going to get to probably, my guesstimate would be $50 to $100 in this bull run. Pretty likely. A lot of people think it could get much higher than that. That is possible. Depends on what it does. But there are people out there, and I've seen them comment on my video that they're gonna be really disappointed if it doesn't get up to BNB's market cap of last bull run. I'm gonna push back on that and say don't expect that, because BNB was the second largest used chain in the last bull run, and they're Binance CZ. The CEO, the previous CEO of Binance, is one of the largest figures in crypto, and he's really helped crypto adoption regardless of what he's done in the past or whatever. He's one of the main drivers for crypto adoption, and because of his network with the BNB network and all that they developed with Binance, that's why it was so successful. You had thousands and thousands and thousands of coins launching on Binance last bull run. And with the cheap gas fees and that, it had a lot of high adoption. You don't have that with ICP yet. So you're not going to, in my opinion, you're not going to see the market cap and success of ICP until it has that adoption. And the same thing with Solana. You're seeing Solana fly up because of all the adoption that it has. So regardless of how good the tech is with ICP, until they get that adoption, you're not going to see the price fly up. That's just my personal opinion. That's pretty much how it works in crypto. With these blockchain projects, so keep that in mind. But it does have the artificial intelligence aspect going for it, which will help it out a lot. So that's another thing we do have to keep into consideration. So let's jump into it here. So I want to cover this quick with Bitcoin. It's currently at around 60,000 as of this recording. I'm recording this last night as you guys are watching this. The price can obviously fluctuate a lot between when I'm recording this and when it comes out. But right now we're holding up above this. And the only problem is we have now, if we close above this, we've made a lower low pretty much on this. So this is not good news. And the fact that we've made a lower high and now a lower low possibly here, especially if we get this monthly close coming up in a few days, it's going to be really bad for Bitcoin, and we're likely to come back down in this lower 50,000 range now that this has happened possibly here. Not guaranteed, but that the odds of that happening now are getting better if we close this candle with a lower low. And I don't, by the time this video comes out or whatever, and you guys are seeing this, maybe we've closed that candle for sure by then lower than that. So not a good sign for Bitcoin. Looks like we might be coming down lower. It's just my guess on things and how this typically works. So we'll jump into the big news here with ICP. This article is by Morningstar.com. To give them credit to this article, UTOPIA reinvents enterprise compute to solve cybersecurity challenges and address the $10 trillion cybercrime problem. Dfinity Foundation announces the launch of UTOPIA, a new compute platform technology that creates a private serverless clouds powered with unique security and resilience properties. The technology will enable enterprises and governments to build systems and services that do not depend on highly fallible cybersecurity technologies such as firewalls and anti-malware for protection against cyber attacks. The technology enables AI to run securely, enables software to manage digital assets natively, and allows governments to achieve sovereignty. UTOPIA is an acronym for Unstoppable, Tamper-Proof, Open Platform for Independent Autonomy. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool that they came up with this acronym for this. Call it UTOPIA. So technically addresses the critical IT structures of our time. In 2025, the annual cost of cybercrime will pass $10 trillion. That's absolutely crazy. With AI set to accelerate the growth of this problem dramatically. Today, everything from critical enterprise infrastructure to simple websites is at constant risk from ransomware that takes down systems, while penetrative hacks continue to exfiltrate sensitive data at scale. In the first quarter of this year alone, over 9,400 new data breaches have been publicly disclosed, with unknown amounts that haven't even been disclosed yet, with more than 35 billion personal records revealed to have been stolen. As the situation continues to worsen, cybersecurity threatens to become a challenge on par with war and climate change. And this is absolutely true. Basically, this is a huge problem. Cybersecurity and artificial intelligence is going to be a major problem in the future. As AI gets smarter and people start using it for nefarious use, it's going to trick a lot of people into scams, because people are going to think they're talking to a real person or a real this or real that, and then they're going to get hacked or scammed because they don't know any better. The artificial intelligence is going to be smarter than we are. That's just a fact. It's going to continually get more and more intelligent, and it's going to outsmart humans. And when it's designed for nefarious use, it's going to start stealing people's money. And basically, the problem with this is just going to get worse and worse over time. So ICP's UTOPIA is going to help with a lot of this. Hopefully, help stop some of the cybersecurity crime issues. And it is a big problem. And only as technology progresses, it's going to get worse and worse. So they talk here about UTOPIA technologies based on ICP, the Internet Computer Protocol, which currently powers the Internet Computer Network. In over 3 years in production, the Internet Computer has never suffered an outage or a hack while hosting hundreds of applications and millions of users. This means that ICP technology has been battle-proven and hardened for powering a public network that runs in the most demanding threat environment possible. So I will say that, I will agree with that 100%. ICP has never so far been hacked. It's never been down. It's been completely successful. And this is why I think long-term ICP Internet Computer is going to do extremely well. And it will eventually get the adoption that it deserves. I think it's just a matter of time before it does that. So if you look at the psychology of a market cycle here, I think hopefully we're in this phase right here of optimism where we've had this big dip where we're headed. I think we're right here. I think we're going to dip down here and then hopefully spring up into a bull run. We'll have to see, keep our fingers crossed and hope that happens. It is possible we're here and we're going to come down here and then come up. We'll get another dip. Either way, we're likely to see several 20 to 30% corrections on Bitcoin on the way up to the peak of this bull run. I personally think we're still going to get a bull run. Some people don't think so. Some people think the bull run's over. I highly doubt that. That's just my opinion. I'm going to keep playing this like usual and keep buying the dips, adding more coins in my portfolio. Just added some last night. I'm going to continue to add more to my portfolio and buy these dips right now. Now, if we get towards the end of the year and I don't start seeing some serious progress on starting to get towards a new all-time high and we're still down under $60,000, $50,000, whatever it is at the end of the year, then I'll be worried. But as of right now, I don't think we're doing anything unusual for the time of the market. So keep that in mind. We do have the Ethereum ETFs coming up here in a couple days, and that's going to hopefully do well over time and help the market out as well. Crypto is getting mass adoption. You now have Solana ETFs coming down the pike. Solana has another spot ETF. I'm going to cover that here in just a second. But there's a lot of adoptions coming. There's a lot of adoption coming into crypto. You now have presidential candidates talking about crypto, at least 2 of them. And with the way the debate went the other night, it's been extremely, the pendulum has swung extremely in Trump's favor, as long as he doesn't screw it up. And I think if he really wants to win this, is just my personal opinion. I'm happy with either him or RFK at this point. I do not want Biden as my president. Sorry, Democrats. He's just not, in my opinion, fit to handle another 4 years in office. And the economy that we've been having with him under presidency is horrible. I try to stay, I am a little more to the right leaning, but I try to stay neutral because I don't like the Republicans either. Both parties, in my opinion, are extremely corrupt. So either Trump or RFK gets in, I'll be happy with that because it's going to be better for us than Biden for sure. But there is a possibility that Biden steps down and the Democrats bring in a new candidate for him. And then we'll have to see who that new candidate is and how that could affect crypto and our portfolios. And I don't mean to talk about politics per se on my channel because, it can open up a lot of hatred and fighting and arguments and this and that. The only reason I bring it up is because it affects crypto. It affects our financial freedom. It affects our daily lives as crypto investors. So it's important to keep track of what's going on in politics because it does affect us. And that's why I do mention it on my channel. And I do want to take a quick second to thank our sponsor, Cryptonomy guys. Just check them out. I'll leave the link for them in the description below. And they do have staking on their platform, so you can stake your tokens while you're waiting for this market to pick up. They have several options on their platform for staking. They have flexible staking where you can stake it and unstake it pretty much anytime you want. And then they do have the fixed staking where it's locked either for 1, 3, 6, 9, or 12 months. And the longer you stake it for, the higher yield you get. You can get anywhere between, I think it's like 1% for the 1 month staking or 1.2% or something, all the way up to like 182%. Depending on your account level and so on and so forth. So check out Cryptonomy, guys. The link for them will be in the description below. But just remember, they are a yield platform. Yield platforms are high risk, so make sure you do your own research and your own due diligence on them before investing, guys. So thanks for our sponsor. Now, we're going to jump into this article here. This article is by theblock.co. Basically, this is the latest Solana ETF here. 21 shares files for S1 for spot Solana ETF in the US. And I know a lot of you ICP investors out there hate Solana. That's fine. But, as a whole, this is good for crypto. It's good for you as an ICP holder that this spot ETF is getting approved with Solana because it will open up other ETFs as well, like ICP and like some of the others that are likely to get an ETF later on down the road. So 21 shares files for an S1 for spot Solana ETF in the United States. And this is a second firm to do this in the last few days. VanEck was the first one. I talked about that in my video the other day. And the SEC's enforcement division has already said SOL is a security, which may be a serious roadblock to launching these funds, experts say. I disagree with that because here's the deal with that. There was just, and I don't know the court ruling, but the Supreme Court just came out with a ruling yesterday or day before where they basically abolished this ruling that happened back in the 1980s that said that our government could basically what do they call it? Translate or interpret. They can interpret the laws that are on the books for stuff like securities and stuff like that. So the SEC can no longer interpret the law their way. They have to get clarification on Congress before they do anything. They're going to have to get clarification from Congress before they can do anything. They're not allowed anymore to use their own judgment and to interpret laws if they're not specific and clear, like the laws for securities that are over like 100 years old pretty much. So that is a big thing for crypto. That's going to be really, really bonus for us because they can no longer just say, oh, well, we think it's a security because of this, and we're going to use the Howey test and this and that. They can no longer do that. So they're going to start probably losing a lot more of these cases in court because of this ruling. So that is another positive move for crypto. And I would bet that Solana is going to get approved now because of this. So just my personal opinion on it, not financial advice, guys. But this is really good for crypto that Solana is getting a spot ETF, whether you like Solana, hate Solana, whatever. I know a lot of ICP people out there hate Solana. Personally, I don't care what the coin is. If it's going to make me money, I'm going to invest in it, have it in my portfolio, and when it pumps, I'm going to sell it and get rid of it like a bad habit, and I'm going to move those funds into something else that I think is going to make me more money. I'm here for financial freedom, guys. I don't care what the vehicle is in crypto. I'm going to use that vehicle to get me in a better financial situation and get my family secure financially. And I'm going to move on to that as soon as I make profits on it at a good amount, and I'm going to move it into something else that I can use next. And that's how I look at this crypto. I'm not married to any of my coins. I really don't care what they are, what they do. I don't care what it is. If it's going to make me money, I'm going to invest in it, or at least if it has a high chance of making me money. Obviously, nothing is absolutely guaranteed in crypto by any means. These are all high risk. But if it has a chance of making me good money, I'm going to invest in it. When it does, or hopefully does, I'm going to sell it, take my profits, and move it into something else. And that's how I look at all these investments. Not going to hold on to these forever, except for possibly Bitcoin. Bitcoin's probably, and I might get some Solana and Ethereum in my portfolio for long-term hold. Now that they've the ETF for Ethereum's been approved. If Solana gets approved, I'll probably add some of that to my portfolio for long-term holdings on those, because typically over time those will probably do really well. So it's up to you guys what you want to do with your coins in your portfolio, guys. I'm not asking you or telling you to follow what I'm doing by any means. I'm simply sharing with you guys what I'm doing on my channel. You guys do with it what you want. My goal here is to just share with you guys my journey and what I'm doing, and hope that some of my information is helpful for you. I don't want you to copy what I'm doing. I want you to just absorb what I'm doing and maybe get your brain thinking about what you want to do and how you want to handle your portfolio with your risk tolerance and your investments, stuff like that. That's pretty much all it's for, is to share my journey with you guys, and hopefully we all do really well this bull run, and hopefully we'll go into a nice bull run later this year and into 2025. We all reach our financial freedom goals. That's the main goal of my channel, is to try to be helpful. I'm always available in the comments section of the video. If you guys have any questions, I try to answer as many questions as I can. There's certain questions I don't answer on my videos because I don't want to, put myself in a bad situation. I can't give you guys financial advice. So when you ask me specific questions on how much I think this coin should do in this bull run or this or that, I'm not going to really answer those questions typically in the comments section, because I don't want you, hoping or thinking that it's going to get to that price point just because I said so, just because I said I think it should. And then if it doesn't, you guys, are in a bad situation financially because it didn't get to my price target, okay? My price targets are for my personal portfolio, my personal goals. Figure out your own price targets, guys. Try to do that. There's, different ways you can try to figure it out. Look at similar coins that the one that you're invested in from previous bull run, what it had done in the past. Try to be a little bit more conservative than that. That's what I do. That's kind of what I try to go by. It's what other similar projects have done in previous bull runs. Kind of gives me an idea of what mine might do. Obviously not guaranteed, so I start taking out my profits before that market cap or price target, and then I try to take it out in increments on up from there, because you just don't know. You really don't know what it's going to do. Some of my coins are going to do absolutely nothing, and some of them, like Portal did like a 40 or 50x when it launched. Fantastic. You don't know what your coins are going to do until they do it. So just try to plan accordingly, guys, and be diversified. Don't go all in on any one coin. If you're all in on ICP or Solana or whatever, probably not a good idea. It's probably a bad idea, because if for some reason it doesn't do well, as confident in it as you are, anything can happen, and you have no control over what the coin's price is going to do. You have zero control over that. Zero. All you have control over is which coins are in your portfolio. That's why I stay diversified and have several in my portfolio. So the ones that I think are going to do fantastic, when they don't do that well, it doesn't affect my portfolio overall too much, because I have some other ones that did do pretty well. So that's pretty much what I got for this video, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and we'll see you on the next video.